Hola a todos y bienvenidos a un nuevo episodio de L.A NOIRE. Lo dejamos por aquí, que tenemos que ir a la estación de policía para hablar con Velasco, y no recuerdo mal. Conduces tú, señor, que me da palo conducir a mí. Recordemos que nos dieron una dirección falsa. Bueno, que en el papel donde se vendió el coche se puso una dirección falsa. Pues perfecto. Ha dicho una sala de intervención 2. A ver, es esta.
Crummy bastard. James Velasco? I want a lawyer. It's my car and I got the proof right here. Take a look for yourself.
I'm going up to the lake to watch the racing on Saturday. Apologize immediately.
The paper is real enough, Velasco, but the car isn't yours. This pink slip is a forgery.
Oh, perfecto. Vehículo
Where are
robado.
you taking the car?
Blow it off, greenhorn. You'll get nothing from me.
Como que no. Pero tú me estás vacilando.
You're a two-time loser. If you don't give me something, I'm gonna ask the DA for the maximum. You're looking at 10 years, Velasco. Kiss your youth goodbye.
I want a deal.
Keep talking and we'll see what sort of deal you're worth.
My job is to drive the cars out of state. Nevada, Arizona, sometimes New Mexico. The paperwork they provide is normally a breeze.
Red de robo de coches. Perfecto. Asociación con Archer. Cuéntame.
Does the name Gene Archer mean anything to you?
Nope. Never heard of it.
No tengo ni idea ahora mismo. Documentación legal en nombre de John Archer. ¿Esto servirá como prueba?
You're a liar, James.
Say that again. I'm telling the truth. I don't know the broad.
Buah, perfecto.
So that's why you both have the same address printed on your pink slips. She's a mule for these stolen vehicles, genius. Same as you.
Jesus. All right, I know her. Stupidest broad I ever met. Always cooking up crazy schemes. I don't know why those guys use her. You happy now?
Explícame esto de la red de robo.
Once they cross over the state line.
I don't know. I just deliver them.
Pues duda.
Give me something, Velasco, or I'll take you back to the cells and tell the whole station you're a child molester. How long do you think you'll last?
Okay. I hear you. Cars get sold in Chicago or back east. Sometimes I bring back cars coming the other way.
Coches robados almacenados. Este pavo me está mintiendo todo el rato, ¿verdad?
Warehouses. Mainly in east downtown.
Aparte de la mirada, creo que está dudando. Creo que es para dudar de él.
An address, Velasco. You want my help with the DA? Cough it up, now.
A place on Industrial Street. I don't know the number. You're gonna help me out, right?
Keep talking, kid. See what we can do. All right, James.
Oh, 4 de 4,
Check if this
perfecto.
information is worth anything.
And if it is, I need your help here, pal.
If it is, then we'll know you're a man of your word. And so will the DA.
You're Phelps, right?
Yes, I am. Look, can we do this later? I'm in the middle of it.
Ray Pinker. I'm with Technicals.
Thanks, Ray. This is a great lead.
¿Por qué ¿Por qué se ha saltado la cinemática y de repente estamos... ¿Esto ha sido un bug? ¿Qué coño? Bueno, Alan Gordon, lo vi. Late Paul, propietario. Buen bug, por cierto.
Oh, your GTA suspect, Gene Archer? Spotted by a patrolman. Western Union office, 253 South Hill. Less than a minute away down the street if you run. Go! She won't hang around.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to put him down to one.
Vamos a ver.
Top of my class back east.
Se supone que a pie, ¿no? Ese pavo me ha troleado. Porque a pie mis cojones. A pie mis cojones. Pero bueno.
Throw it as a socks.
It'll only take a little while longer, madam. Quite a lot of money.
¡No, la he liado! ¡No!
What I'll take good goddamn long. Give me my money or give me my check back. Extra, read all about it.
¿Puedo ir otra vez? ¿Por qué me salía aquí el punto si me había hablado que él pensaba que estaba aquí? No sabía yo que el juego te troleaba de estas formas. Nadie avisó.
Oh, Susie, you are so bad.
Que no sé dónde está.
Top of my class back east.
¿Puedo abrir el menú? Gracias. No sé qué decir, ¿sabes? Quiero decir... Hola. ¿Dónde está? No sé. No me está molando esto, ¿eh? En este caso. Tiene cosas muy raras, como por ejemplo que me digan no sé dónde está, ni siquiera me lo marque. Ha hecho algo de Western Union o algo así, pero que tampoco lo veo por ninguna parte. No está, no. Perfecto, increíble. Diversión. Pues me parece muy correcto. Ha estado chido. Muy chido, mira. Es que me llama la suda este caso.
Sir, step out of the car, please.
So I pay the city all these goddamn taxes and you need to take my car?
Sí. A ver, aquí me la va a sudar. Seguramente no consigamos 5 estrellas, pero este caso tampoco me está gustando mucho, así que... Va a ser bastante aburrido este caso, pero bueno. Hola, señor.
I thought this was such a nice area. I recognize that guy from the papers. He's a cop.
I'm looking for Gene Archer.
Yes, sir. She's already gone. She seemed in a terrible hurry, shouting and cursing. Is there some kind of problem?
No problem, ma'am. Thank you for your help.
Ah, we missed her. Ask the lady at the counter what happened.
Obnoxious oaf.
Help me out. Try the marquee printing place? There's no harm in following the paper trail.
Hola.
I'm gonna make him take me to the picture.
Advice? Try the marquee printing place? There's no harm in following the paper trail.
¿Qué?
Let me guess. You're lost in my
No puedo hablar.
I really don't want to get involved in anything tonight.
¿Por qué no puedo?
I understand you, but that was
What now? Try the marquee printing place? There's no harm in following the paper trail.
No entiendo. No puedo hacer nada. Pues nada, nos vamos. Me parece muy correcto. Conduce tú, paso de conducir yo. Este caso me da todo el palo.
You can drive.
Vamos, yo que sé, aquí.
Where are we going?
Yo que sé, aquí mismo. Y en este caso estoy perdidísimo.
Isn't he the cop that won a medal for solving all those cases?
Va, ok, pues yo que sé. Ey. Entremos, a ver.
And what can I do for you, gentlemen?
I'm a traffic detective from Central Division. Who's in charge here?
I am Gordon Lightfall. What's this about?
We understand that your company prints California vehicle titles.
Yes, I have the government contract to print pink slips. Have done for some years.
Have you had any goods or equipment stolen recently? We're running up against stolen cars with seemingly legitimate paperwork.
Not recently. Have you ruled out forgery? There's no shortage of talented artists in this town.
We'll keep it in mind. We have some questions for you, Mr. Lightfall.
Ahora, ¿conóceme esto o cómo
Mr.
vamos?
Lightfall, we're currently working 2 auto theft cases. Do you know anything about a car theft ring?
Certainly not. Why would I get mixed up in a thing like that?
¿Por dinero? ¿Me estás?
We have suspects with legitimate pink slips that were printed here, Lightfall. You better give me something before I bring the whole department down here.
Don't be hysterical, detective. As a matter of fact, we had a similar problem a couple of years ago. A number of used car lots for selling blank documents to a criminal organization.
¿Suministros de documentos?
Do the names Cliff Harrison and James Velasco mean anything to you?
No, they do not.
Yo qué sé. Duda.
Harrison bought his car from Coombs. The pink slip looks good, and that points the finger here. Do you have any employee trouble?
No, I don't. They've all been carefully screened. Look, now that I think about it, the name Coombs sounds familiar. I think they may have been involved in stolen documents in the past.
Do you have a delivery ledger, Mr. Lightfall? We would like to cross-check against the Coombs Automotive Emporium.
It's a little out of the ordinary, Detective. I'm not sure I can share those
Pues me la tienes que dar. Me la
Hand
tienes
it
que
over,
dar.
Lightfall. You don't want us having bad thoughts about you, do you?
Very well, but this really is irregular. Over here.
Ok, vamos a ver. Antes de nada...
Look for patterns, recurring names, unusual addresses, anything out of the ordinary.
Ok. Aquí tenemos... ese Bigelow, Nebron, Bigelow, ¿por qué se repite? Vamos a ver. Ese Bigelow.
Certainly encourage repeat business, Lightbulb. This Mr. Bigelow is a good customer.
Parece varias veces.
Sorry to bother you, sir. We'll let you know if there are any developments.
Vamos aquí. Porque la imprenta no me aparece. Sabes, claro que se voy a conducir hasta ahí, compañero. Conduce tú.
You can drive.
Ah, un tiroteo.
Call for a couple of black and whites. The flesh is down here. I thought you Marines were gung-ho, Cole. You have a 45, don't you ever want to use it? I'll take the back. Give me 2 seconds to get around.
Claro que sí.
Cole Phelps, LAPD. All of you are coming downtown with me.
Ok.
Throw out the guns. Covering fire!
Ok. Buenísimo.
I've got you, Phelps! Weapons on the ground, now!
Espera, vamos a coger el arma.
I don't want to get drilled in the back on the way out.
¿Puedo disparar, por favor? ¿Por qué no puedo disparar? Porque ha hecho una cosa rara con un arma. Ha intentado como pegar a melee.
LAPD, all of you are coming downtown with me.
No he entendido eso.
How long do you think you can hold out?
A ver. Chao, venga. Vamos por aquí. Hola, ¿qué tengo que hacer? Ah, vale, aquí.
All right, don't shoot. Keep your hands up. Watch him, Bukowski. He doesn't move until I toss this place.
I'm not saying anything till I see a lawyer.
Hola, juego. ¿Dónde tengo que ir?
Seems irrelevant.
Ah, que ya puedo investigar. Vale, 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 espera, espera. Yo no sabía esto. Ok.
Marquee Printing Company. There's nothing like going direct to the source.
Sí.
Betting slip. Looks like Mr. Lightbulb has been on a losing streak.
There are enough slips here to keep them stealing cars till Christmas. We've got a trail of pink slips and stolen cars that leads right to your door, Bigelow. You're in this up to your neck, but I don't think you're the man in charge. Make it easier on yourself. Give him up.
I do work on cars for customers. You charge in here shooting up the place like it's the Ballad of Bulge. I can't give you anything.
Suministro de documentos.
You know about marquee printing. You can make this easier on yourself by giving us your man on the inside.
I sometimes repair cars and put them back on the road. I need a pink slip to resell them. There's no problem.
Mentira. Bueno,
There are at
mentira.
least
Duda.
4 dead men in this warehouse. A couple more.
Si no tengo una prueba segura, pues voy a darle a duda.
We could do the legal system a favor.
Y de eso no tengo
Okay,
pruebas.
okay, tough guy, I get the message. Lightfall, the guy who runs Marquee. He's the big shot. He likes to spend big at the track. He owes people.
Lightball, the guy with no luck at the track. Tell me about him.
It's one of the guys lying over there. You're right. He has no luck.
¿Cómo? Mentira.
That's the best lie you can come up with, Bigelow.
Hey, would I lie to you, detective? I'm not exactly in a good position here now, am I?
Gordon Lightball owns Marquee Printing, a government print shop. He's losing big at the track.
He has these big government contracts. He's in hock over 20 grand. Feds find out. Contracts will be all over. Lightfall plays ball.
All right, Bigelow. The heat is off you. Play your cards right and you'll be able to count your time in Quentin on one hand.
Vale, pues ya sabemos el culpable. Pues nada, vamos a detenerlo.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes. All right. Where to?
¿Qué coño?
You're behind the wheel.
What a mess.
Gonna take some cleaning up, that's for sure.
Wish it hadn't gone that way.
Well, they shouldn't bring guns to work with them. We didn't have a lot of choice.
You have to admire the barefaced cheek of someone who tries to blow your brains out one minute and pleads innocence the next.
Yeah, especially when he's surrounded by evidence.
But guys like Bigelow spend so much time convincing themselves that they're not doing anything wrong that they actually start to believe their own bullshit.
They get sloppy. Bigelow, Lightball, all of them. If they hadn't, who knows how long they could have kept this racket going.
Complacency or greed. It's always one of the two that brings them down.
Este caso me parece una pedazo de mierda. No me gusta nada. No me ha gustado. Parece que esto va a ser el final, supongo. Porque ya sabemos quién es, quién está detrás.
You're under arrest.
You again? This harassment is starting to wear thin.
We found a box of pink slips in a warehouse full of hot cars. You signed for them, Lightball.
I signed for all the orders and deliveries. You'll need something better than that, cowboy.
Las pruebas del gambling, compañero.
Save it, Lightball. We already have all we need to send you down.
I've had enough of this. You either produce some shred of proof, or I call my attorney.
Aquí.
You're in the hole with the organization. We know about the debts, Lightball.
I agree. I have a small problem.
Pequeño,
I'm
¿sabes?
trying to help you in any way I can, Detective. I'll name names. I need you to keep this out of the paper.
You need to shut up now, Lightball. Gordon Lightball, I'm charging you with conspiracy and fraud. Hands behind your back.
The LAPD Central Traffic Division has today smashed a nationwide auto theft ring, writes crime correspondent, blah, blah, blah. Oh, here it is. Traffic squad detectives confronted a large group of armed thugs. After an exchange of gunfire, more than a dozen dead criminals were removed from the scene. The LAPD sustained no casualties. Damn fine work, Phelps. Now get out there and nail some more bad guys, will you? I want to finish reading this.
Seguramente hemos hecho un pedazo de mierda de... No sé. Cuatro. Bueno. Archer sigue en libertad con los beneficios de la venta y a la vista puesta en su próxima jugada. Ya no lo detenimos porque no entendí qué tenía que hacer.
My family runs a shipping business in San Francisco. We used to have 2 ships a week to Tokyo. We've been in shipping for 2 generations, Hank. I've never been on a voyage anywhere. I feel like Odysseus in the beginning of his journey.
The Odyssey took 10 years, Cole.
This is the American century. America can rule the world after we win this war.
We need to stay alive, Cole. These men are counting on us. Have you heard what the veterans are saying to each other?
No.
Golden Gate and 48. That's 4 more hard years of fighting.
¿Qué coño?
Phelps, Bogowski, you have a new case. 2 women, possible drink drive.
How was that a case?
The broad says she was doped and that somebody tried to kill her.
Where did this take place?
That's the bit you're gonna love. Right across the street.
What?
A Chevy Styline took a nosedive off the escarpment, fetched up underneath a Cola King billboard. Up to it, boys. We got bad guys to catch.
Ok, compañero.
See you later, fellas. Try not to work too hard.
Si no recuerdo mal, de su versión de Play 3, creo que esta era de los últimos casos de tráfico.
I'm just trying to fit in.
Y después ya empieza lo bueno. Porque de momento los que más me han gustado han sido los que ha habido asesinatos. Estos me parecen un poco cutres, pero bueno. No todos son asesinatos. Venga, va, señor, súbete al coche. ¿Por qué está aquí, sabes? ¿Dónde vas, compañero? Supongo que tengo que subir por aquí. Quiero suponer.
Her face looks familiar.
Well, that's June Ballard, Tarzan's sister, beast of the Amazon. She's married to Guy McAfee. The captain has moved to Vegas now, but the two of them still have juice.
Phelps, traffic.
Detective Phelps. Hey, Bukowski. Long time no see.
You could have called this in by megaphone, Enrique. Phelps, this is Enrique Gonzalez. Enrique was a pretty decent middleweight.
What do we have, Gonzalez?
Broad drives right through the empty lot and off the side of the escarpment. Her story is that a movie producer doped her and her friend and sent the car over the cliff.
Was anyone hurt?
Driver's beat up. Not too bad considering. If she hadn't hit that billboard, we'd be scraping both of them off the pavement. Passenger's a Jessica Hamilton. She's just a kid. She's pretty knocked around.
Kid gonna be all right?
I think so. They've taken her to central receiving. If you want to take a look around, you can stall the ambulance.
Thanks. Do that.
One more thing. Watch out for the driver. She cuts rough.
This ain't the red carpet, so get out of my lens.
Interesa.
He's down by the crash site.
Me interesa, por favor. Bajar abajo. Ah, ¿por qué no puedo saltar? No, no voy a ir de momento aquí. No tiene puto sentido si no tengo pruebas interrogar a nadie.
You'll want to see this, Phelps. There, laid out on the truck. And that isn't even the best part.
¿Qué coño? Perfecto.
They're torn off. Where did you find them?
They were stuffed in the young lady's handbag. I'll run a trace for Seaman when I get back to the lab.
No parece importancia.
Looks like they're lucky they weren't more badly injured.
Must have been unconscious. Being relaxed tends to lessen the soft tissue damage.
A ver. Me gustaría que fuera más rápido. Hace una carta de su familia, bueno, de su madre. Y parece que se fue a hacer estrella.
She's a long way from home.
Funny how that thing at the rail yard turned out. Eh?
Drunk driver?
Maybe not.
How so?
Well, ahead I found a body beat my injuries. See what you think.
Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him, Horatio. Is it real?
No. I think it's supposed to be a replica of an Indian shrunken head. It's some kind of curio or movie prop. See the casting marks?
What's it made from?
Plaster of Paris would be my first guess, then painted.
So we can rule out the murder angle?
No, you can rule that in. That thing was wedging the accelerator to the floor. Whoever did it wanted these women dead.
Buena.
How does someone manage to tip their ride straight off a cliff? If the driver's in a fit state, we should ask.
Vamos a investigar a las personas estas. A ver dónde está la ambulancia. ¿Es eso una ambulancia? Sí, tiene pinta.
Mrs. McAfee, we would like to ask you a few questions, if that's okay.
I prefer to use my maiden name, June Ballard. You might be familiar with some of my work.
Can you tell us what happened here?
You're kind of cute for a cop. Maybe a bit on the serious side.
What about me, June? I'm a big fan of
You?
Beast of...
I don't like. About it.
Acusación por haber sido
We
drogado.
understand that you're still suffering from the effects of the accident, Mrs. McAfee. The officer says that you claimed that you were drugged. Who did this to you?
That rat slipped us a Mickey Finn. It's no wonder I feel so dopey. I can't remember.
Esa sonrisa es más falsa. Esa sonrisa es más falsa. No tengo 5 puntos, así que voy a dudar.
It's a serious offense to withhold information from the police during a criminal investigation, madam.
I told you to call me June. You're making me feel like an old lady.
Pero que esta pava que lo pasa.
Don't bother your handsome head about this. My husband will settle the score with Mark Bishop.
Mark Bishop. Pasajera herida.
What can you tell us about the passenger in your car?
Jessica Hamilton. Poor Jessica. It's been a rough day for her. She's desperate to break into movies. What more can I say?
¿Por qué tenía? Pero a ver, tenías ropa interior.
I think you're lying, Mrs. McCaffrey. I think something happened to Jessica yesterday before the crash.
I'm offended, Sunshine. Do you have any proof?
Sí. La ropa interior.
Miss Hamilton's underwear were physically torn from her body.
She wanted to go to a casting. I took her to a casting. Whatever happened after that is between her and Mark Bishop.
We found a shrunken head. It was used to tamper with your car.
You see, I normally don't drive off cliffs. The last thing I remember is getting behind the wheel.
Estás mintiendo, en serio, pero tú eres imbécil. O sea, no sé si dudar o mentir. Oh, no lo sé. No creo que tenga ninguna prueba para demostrar nada. Voy a dar duda.
It's obviously some kind of movie prop. You must know where it came from.
In case you hadn't noticed, I am the talent.
And the talent doesn't deal with props or sets or any of that kind of stuff. Why don't you ask Mark Bishop which prop house he uses?
Sospechoso Mark
You
Bishop.
mentioned a Mark Bishop. You think he might have had something to do with this?
He's a movie producer. As for his involvement, you just leave it to me and my husband to worry about.
Hey. No tengo ni puta idea qué poner. Parece que dice la verdad. ¿Le doy la verdad? Espérate. Descarta mentira, pero no duda. Hostia. Voy a dudar. No me fío de esta pava. Ojo, y he encertado, creo.
Bishop offered me a part in his picture. Then he withdrew it. Fact is, we had a deal. Pressed him on it. And this is where I end up.
Mrs. McCaffrey.
Oh, 4
it would be in
increíble.
everyone's best interest if you accompanied Patrolman Gonzalez back to the receiving hospital.
I'm going to be okay. These guys can take me home after my lawyer and I have talked to the news house.
Mrs. McCaffrey, you are still under the influence of narcotics. You're likely to go into shock once the drugs wear off.
And I thought you were a heel. It's nice of you to be concerned.
I think we're good here. Let's see what we can shake out of the kid.
Hospital Central, vamos allí a ver.
I got friends who work at the Examiner. About $50 for an exclusion.
¿Está lejos? ¿El hospital? No, está relativamente cerca.
Roger, 11K en route.
Vamos, sube. Hala, venga. Podría llegar antes a pie, pero bueno. Pero bueno, creo que lo vamos a ir dejando por aquí. Ya hemos acabado un caso, hemos empezado otro, un episodio bastante largo. Así que como siempre, espero que os haya gustado. Hasta el siguiente vídeo. Adiós.